Hey guys, welcome to AMC and ADD, where we buy, hold, and screw the hedgie. We're on the road, and we're currently traveling here in Texas, making our way through. I can't give exacts about where we're going or where we're headed to or where we're at exactly, but I can say we're in Texas. I'm here with my son Bradley.
Howdy.
Driving along here, and I'm ready to do one of my updates on the road. Sorry it's taken me so long to get to this morning. We kind of took a little while to get moving here, and I look so terrible in this camera. I hate it. You can see my rosy cheeks from wearing face masks. It's terrible. I don't like this at all. So let's get off my ugly mug, and let's look at what we got going here. So let's see. Some of the things that I wanted to talk about, looking at where we're at. Utilization did improve slightly. Looking at utilization, it's at 90.6. Yesterday it was at 90.19, so it did increase ever so slightly to 90.6. On loan decreased. Loan shares on loan went from let's see, what was that before? 106. Let's see, moving down here, 106.7 million shares down to 105.6. So they did decrease by about a million shares on loan. Now, this is what I really want to kind of point it out to you. I'm going to take off utilization if I can here. Did it work? There we go. Utilization is gone. What I want to show is that we had that divergence that kind of happened right here between the on loan and on loan average age per day. And then yesterday they started to kind of come back towards each other, and then they separated again. They're starting to separate. So when we see the separation of those numbers where the on loan goes down but the on loan average age per day goes up, then what that is that's on loan shares that are on loan that are old. So they're only covering for current new loans, which means that you have a spread, and you're going to start to see failure to delivers as they start to loan more shares. So how many shares have they loaned today? Looking over at today's changes, they have borrowed change of 478,000 shares loaned for the day today. Estimated short share interest of the free float is 18.09%. There's the data up there. I'm going to kind of scroll across the top so you guys can see the current data for today. The cost to borrow is at 1.5 days to cover. We don't even ever look at days to cover, guys. It really, like, when you consider how many outstanding shares there are out there, days to cover is going to be a much higher number than that. We'll talk about that later. There's actually some good information about, I know in the past people were talking about the squeeze taking about 7 business days. That's not the case. Squeeze for the amount of outstanding shares that we have out there, which I actually have some really cool DD on that, which I'll have to share when we're not moving around in a car, and I have a chance to kind of formulate my thoughts a little bit better. There's some cool DD out there. I think that there's way more shares than we possibly could even imagine. I know 4 billion is kind of what I've been going off of right now, but think about how many shares it would take to cover 4 billion worth, and then if I told you that we might actually be a number way higher than that, you can only imagine how long that would take to cover. This days to cover is how many days it would take to cover the shares that are on loan. But of course we know they have synthetics as well. So shares on loan 105, free float on loan 20.65%, estimated short interest of the free float 18.01, and exchange reported short interest 85.85 million. Moving on to institutional holders, still at 127.7 million shares. That's the same as yesterday. So no new big positions taking positions. Currently on our dark pool for the day today, we're already at 62%, which we know is this number is probably lower than it's supposed to be. So it's probably more like 65 to 66%, which is actually a really large amount on the dark pools. Kind of scroll down the screen here so you can see a lot of the different numbers. If you guys want to look this stuff up yourself, the name of this page here is chartexchange.com. So if you want to go check that out yourself and pull up AMC Entertainment, you can check it out and pull that up and track that yourself. As far as max pain goes, for the options, and I don't have an options screen open right at this moment, so you're gonna have to give me a chance to. I forgot to pull that up before I started the stream, so I'll have to do that. Yeah, I'll probably do that on the next video that I create. But currently we're standing at max paying at $35, which we're well over right now. Let's see what's next. Zonko Tracker showing 650,000 shares available to borrow. You can see me in the background of the image right there, holding my camera. 650,000 shares available to borrow. 2.1 million in the ETFs. Scrolling down the page a little. Let's see. We already know that they borrowed 600,000. Looks like they may have taken them out of possibly the ETFs. Again, the options, where are we at on those? Let's see. Calls, 34.6 thousand options that are in the money. On the puts, 13,730 with 87,000 contracts out of the money on the put side. That's a lot. That's a pretty heavy amount. Moving down to the dark pools. Dark pools yesterday was about 62%. Our short exempt volume did, in fact, increase from 136,000 to 233,000. And looking over today, we'll cover these when I'm kind of moving a little bit less later. If I have a chance to do a stream while the day is kind of, you know, going slow and we're eating lunch or something like that, I'll try to do that. But we do have some to cover here. It looks like on the 24th today, we've got a couple different companies that have, are reporting sales and buys. For example, you have a JP Morgan large cap fund. It looks like they may have sold some of their position, but then you also have a Fidelity position that's larger that purchased in for almost 200,000 shares. So a lot of activity on this page right now, especially at the top here with this JP Morgan small cap fund that bought close to 300,000 shares. So there's a lot of activity there. Moving back to Webull, kind of looking at where we're at right now. So this is where we're at right now. I haven't drawn anything up. Let's see here. It's acting up on me. All right, here we go. Here's where we're at for the day right now. So we are dropping down in price. We're now below our opening price. Open was $37.11. We're at $36.47. So we kind of peaked out in the beginning of this morning. I'm currently looking at the 5-minute chart right now, which is down here at the bottom. It shows 5 minutes. Volume, let's see, we're at 43.18 million in volume. So probably one of the things you might be missing is my prediction on volume. And I actually had some of my moderators came on and put in there. John put one in, and Eric put one in, and we're kind of guessing their prices for the day. And I was like, I haven't told them yet. Yeah, they don't need to put it in. I think I'm going to skip price quotes for this week. We'll kind of skip that part. We can all kind of come up with it on our own and kind of see where we're going. But it does look like the stock is being shorted today. Looks like we've had a stair-stepping down pattern going on right now. I don't have on the side. I need to kind of fix this up before I see you guys next. It looks like I can pull up options here. Oh yeah, I can pull up options. That's nice. Let's see here. All right, so we have the strike price right in the middle. I would imagine that the $27 can't be the largest amount of volume. I'm gonna have to play around with this a little bit on the side and figure out what I'm exactly looking at, so I can talk to you guys about these appropriately. But we'll go back to the chart. So where are we going from here? Let me go back to the 1-minute chart. And I do want to point out that this is the top of the cup, the 4-day cup that we had, and this is what I was projecting in the aftermarket hours to move up this chain here. And we did continue that pattern, kind of roughly, kind of made like a bit of a U shape there. But now we're coming down quite a bit here, and we are down to 36. Excuse the camera footage, guys. Little bumps in the road. $36.35. We're kind of moving down the chart. Levels of support and resistance do not seem, my Fibonacci's do not seem to be showing on this. So I'm gonna have to iron some things out and see if I can't get these drawn back on here, so I can see what the levels of support and resistance are. I don't have the data rate at this second, and it's going to take me a little while, so I'm going to try and cut the video short since it's already 10 minutes long. What you can see though is what appears to be a shoulder, head, shoulder kind of pattern, which does indicate a descending price value incoming, or basically a bearish movement in price, and that's where we're standing right now. So it is a red day today. We're down about it's negative 0.8%, down 30 cents. I don't have my watch list up here. Okay, it looks like this is how the rest of the market's doing currently. Robinhood is at $47.45. They're about 50 cents underneath their opening IPO price. Amazon is up 1.27% at 3,300, and Cinemark is down also about the same amount that we're down for the day currently. So that's it could be an industry thing. Dogecoin is down 6%. Wow, they took a drop. I think it was 32 yesterday, down to 29 now. GameStop is at 3.6% of an increase for the day today, which is, that's good to see. Let's see if I can look at the markets. Okay, here we go at the top here. Dow Jones is up 0.13, the S&P 500 is up 0.18, and the NASDAQ is up 0.43. So I'm trying to see, I'm not real familiar with all of these pages, guys, so I'm looking to see if there's, okay, here we go. Here's our advancers. There's 4,117 advancers to 2,483 decliners. Whoa, man, I can't hold this still. This is rough. Oh boy.
Bumpy roads, sorry.
Bumpy roads. You can't help it. It's Texas. All right, so we'll go back to our, oh man. All right, so what I'll do is I'll do a little bit of charting, and I'll get my Fibonacci's back on here so we can see where our levels of support and resistance are, and kind of carry that on with the next video. Come back on when we see like some kind of new pattern that's forming that gives us an indicator as to where we're going. I do want to point out there was one thing that I saw earlier. Whoa, 38.49 was our top here. I don't know if you guys remember from yesterday. Yesterday I was saying we'll probably hit 38.77 and hit that and test it one more time before breaking it out and through there. So we've done that. We've hit, I mean, that's pretty close. 38.50 is close enough to 38.77 that I would say that's our third top. So we've hit the top the third time. We're now retracing back down. I'm not sure how far down it's going to go until I get a Fibonacci up here. But my guess is that you can see the blue line that I've got going right here. I think that might be, that's part of my cup. I'm not sure. Let me pull out to a longer time frame. 1 hour. Okay, here's my wedge at the 1 hour. Let's see if I can get the glare off here. Okay, so there's the wedge. Do you see we're still trading in the wedge? Here's the two tops over here at 38.77. There's your two tops on the screen. And here's where we're at. Oh my gosh, it's bumpy. There's our next top right there. But we're still trading in this wedge, right? Remember, this wedge is going to end on September 1st or 2nd. So we're still trending inside that. I would say for the day today, where's the day end? It's difficult to see. It doesn't really show on my page here where the day ends. But we're still trading within that trend. If I had to, I'm trying to look and see what the price is. Oh, my Fibonacci's are there. Okay, Fibonacci's are showing up. Looks like 36.74 is a level of support. So we may be bouncing off of that. It could drop as low as what appears to be 35.70. 35.70 could be the bottom. So we'll see what happens, and we'll just kind of track it. All right, guys, see you in a little bit, and I'll try to